It all began as a dream, the desire to join beauty with pleasure, art with nature. Ferrari is a Trento DOC. It is a bottle-fermented sparkling wine made from Chardonnay and Pinot Noir grapes, grown in the region of Trentino at the heart of the Italian Alps. The vineyards are cultivated at high altitudes on mountainous slopes using sustainable methods. Our story begins in 1902. Giulio Ferrari has a dream to create in his homeland of Trentino, in the shadow of the Dolomites, a sparkling wine that could rival even the finest of champagnes. He produces only a few select bottles. To bear his name, every bottle has to be a work of art. In 1952, Giulio chooses as his successor Bruno Lunelli, who passes his passion on to his children. From that moment on, the history of the winery has become the history of the Lunelli family. Ferrari is the toast of Italy par excellence. It has long been used to celebrate unforgettable moments at glamorous cultural, fashion, cinematic and sporting events. Today, the third generation of the Lunelli family keeps alive this dream and brings Ferrari all over the world as an ambassador of the Italian art of living.
Ciao to everybody from Italy. I'm Erika Abate from Enrico Serafino. That is one of the most traditional and historical winery in Piemonte. Founded in 1878 by Enrico Serafino, who was, and he's still considered one of the patriarch of the winemaking, not only in Piemonte but also in Italy. He was a real pioneer, already producing at that time Barolo, Barbaresco, Barbera, also one of the most reputed producer of sparkling traditional method. And we are still family-owned winery, and we are still in the same place where Enrico Serafino founded his winery in Canale, in the heart of Roero. Today we taste our Barbera d'Asti Superiore Cruva. Cruva, as a curiosity, is a geographical site name that is nearby a small village called Nizza that is considered one of the most beautiful places to produce Barbera. And Barbera is one of the most versatile wine you can find in Piemonte, very easy drinking, and let's taste it. One of the most nice scent you can find in the Barbera is the violet, a very silky acidity, red fruit, and is a very foodie wine. With Barbera you can pair a very nice simple dish of pasta and going up to more elaborated complex dish like risotto, meat, etc. Viva la cucina italiana e viva il vino italiano!
Cantina Stropiana is located 400 meters above the sea level, and because of that you expect to have a wine very rich, and it's very open Barolo. It has a lot of minerals in it. The soil is a bit clayey, so I expect to get that intensity also as I drink. Now, to the nose, you have that tobacco flavor, and it's because the Barolo was aged in French oaks. So you've got that, it's open also. There's this elegance that comes to the nose, and when you put it to the mouth for the ultimate taste, beautiful elegance.
The farm is owned by the Bertrand family, and it was Julio Bertrand who bought Morgenstern in 1992, started introducing Italian cultivars planted here on Morgenstern, growing olives and making olive oils. The wines that we produce here at Morgenstern is also very well renowned and also very well known. And with the Italian heritage that we have, apart from the olive cultivars, also started planting some Italian grape cultivars as well. And on Morgenstern, we have Vermentino, Sangiovese and Nebbiolo, which makes part of our Italian range of wines that we produce here. We have quite a big favorite here at Morgenstern, which is the Cuvée Alessandra, a wonderful 2016 Method Cup Classique style sparkling wine made from 100% Cabernet Franc. Also the only Cabernet Franc MCC that we have in South Africa. A wonderful sort of earthy and a bit of a flinty characteristic that's combined with that more that biscuity and yeasty characteristics. The Cuvée Alessandra is such a beautiful sort of light Method Cup Classique style, having that sort of real hints of red berry flavors coming from their Cabernet Franc and that slight earthy sort of flinty minerality that comes from that cultivar as well. Also showing that beautiful biscuity and yeasty sort of notes that comes through. Beautiful fine mousse, refreshing, with a nice lingering that savory notes coming in at the end.
Since the establishment of Dalla Cia, again we harness the tradition, the heritage of our Italianness. And I've always been very intrigued by especially the very important red wines, how approachable, how silky and smooth they are. And I think we are doing something very similar as Dalla Cia. Our red wines are produced in a classic style. They have great aging potential between 10, 15, 20 years if you have the patience, but that they are very approachable and enjoyable today. So very silky, smooth tannins, a great mid-palate, very lingering aftertaste, but will obviously evolve and become even greater over that maturation period.
Now the red wine is, take a guess, is a Bordeaux blend, and it's got my name, Giorgio. It's a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot and Petit Verdot. To achieve this kind of style and wine, we are using new French barrel every vintage, medium plus, toasted. The wines spend 18 months, sometimes depend on the year, on the vintage, maybe 20 months in a barrel and then bottled. The wine is definitely got the characteristic of a great Bordeaux blend. First of all, it got a very intense color, okay? And the bouquet remind you of blueberries and black cherry. First sensation, and then a very gentle cigar box bouquet. The cigar box is made out with cedar wood, and cedar wood is slightly peppery. So that's where we say cigar box. We haven't thrown any cigars during fermentation, but that's a characteristic of a great Bordeaux wines. So the wine is a full body, very round, and again, the characteristic of a great Bordeaux wine is the length of the aftertaste. The longer is the aftertaste, and the more you know that you are dealing with a wine which has got a great aging potential. So if a wine is too short, it's cheap wine, commercial. If the wine has got a long aftertaste, you know that you are really enjoying a great wine.
The Nebbiolo, as we would consider here at Morgenstern, the grape of kings and the king of grapes. It's a wonderful sort of light, sort of red color to it. This is quite a vintage one, it's 2013. And showing that beautiful aromatic perfuminess and also that hints of earthy sort of forest floor and but a hint of cherry tobacco. Beautiful, rich, structured, beautiful balance between that tannins and the acidity. That light, dark red fruit flavors with that nice little earthy and again a nice long savory finish.